Kenneka Jenkins, It All Makes Sense Now by Gina McGill. Author, Accessories After the Fact, The Trayvon Martin Murder Cover-Up, and Accessories After the Fact, The Kenneka Jenkins Murder Cover-Up. This is my opinion. I want to clarify something for you all. I know on a previous video who had Kenneka Jenkins killed. It may be a little tough for many of you to swallow, but I want to make a clarification on that. I want to say that I'm saying that someone Miss Martin cares about had planned the killing of Kenneka Jenkins. Okay, and that I believe Miss Martin knew that it was going to happen, but she did not stop it because of this person she cares about and because of the large amount of money involved. Okay, again, I don't know why money would become more important than one's own child. But a lot of things seem to be more important when it comes to being money involved. Money usually tends to win out, essentially, and particularly when the amount increases, unfortunately. So that's where I stand with that. Okay. Now, the Crown Plaza Hotel, because I asked myself, I said, well, if they were going to rape the girl, I mean, they had rented out rooms. Couldn't they just raped her in the room or took her in the bathroom or waited another time or took her out back or raped her in the car? Anywhere but, you know, there, especially with 100, with 20 or some people around. But then I thought about it. I said, wait a minute. If the objective is to get money, then the perfect place to set this up in is a hotel. Okay, because the hotel will want to protect its reputation, protect its brand. Okay, so that's a perfect cover up. Because why else would all these kids involved, and I call them kids because they're still young, dumb, and stupid. And yes, they are really stupid because they were played too. They agreed to carry out this plan. And I say they were very stupid because there were cameras, video recorders throughout that entire hotel. So it was basically recording everything they did while they were moving or luring Kenneka out of the elevator all the way through to the freezer. All of that was recorded and captured. So these folks were either really stupid or had a lot of faith that the hotel would cover it up because the hotel had a lot of money to lose. It's a chain of hotels that is a part of over 5,000 hotels throughout 100 countries. Okay, so we're talking about billions and billions and billions of dollars here. Okay, so this hotel chain would definitely want to cover up anything that can damage its reputation. So these folks took the time to lure Kenneka through these hallways. Now let me remind you what the police released to us is not actually how it all happened. Because remember, it's a cover-up. Okay? But Kenneka was in those hallways at some points in times, and some people were luring her towards the kitchen, and they could be seen on those surveillance videos. But that's why the hotel edited those videos. So they lured her down to the kitchen into the freezer. Perfect case for negligence lawsuit. How did my child get into this freezer? Shouldn't this freezer have been locked up? It wasn't in use. How would she, why would she make her way all the way down there? You know. So, I mean, whoever planned this was really smart. They knew exactly where to put Kenneka to be able to have a successful lawsuit. They got all the people they needed to help them do it by luring her down there. And so everybody got played, really. And these kids, Irene and all them who did it, they're really stupid because one, they participated in it, but two, they ain't even getting paid for it. Not the way like Miss Martin is getting paid. The boys down there who raped her, it's an awful thing. Kenneka went through hell. I'm telling you, it was demons all around this girl that night. She went through hell. That girl suffered. There were about, I would say, 7, 8 people involved directly in what happened to Kenneka Jenkins. That's a whole lot of evil right there. That's a whole lot of evil to the point where I would say it is doggone demonic. But it all makes sense now. It all makes sense. It also makes sense as to why that is not Kenneka Jenkins in that casket. Because her body parts, organs, and whatnot were harvested and were used. My understanding is that in the video where her mother goes in to see Kenneka Jenkins' body, the man that is preparing the body before she comes in is an owner of one of the organ donating organizations. He has no business being in there, touching Kenneka's body whatsoever. But here he is, adjusting the blanket on her, putting the blanket on her. He's not a coroner. He's not an examiner. Yet he's allowed to touch Kenneka's body and her own mother isn't. So absolutely, I definitely believe now that there's a huge black market going on with these organs. I know Chicago is the perfect place to have the black market because so many young black men are killing each other there. So yes, there is a harvest. There's a constant harvest of organs there. So I'm sure it's a booming business. But Miss Martin was so freaking greedy that she allowed them to buy her daughter's body and use her organs. That's how money hungry Miss Martin is. Because when she walked up to that casket to look at her daughter, she saw that wasn't her daughter, but she didn't say a single thing because she didn't care. She got what she wanted, the money. So all this makes sense to me now. I don't have any more questions about it. I have closure. with this. Definitely want Kenneka Jenkins to get justice. I want to see Miss Martin go to prison. I want to see all those people who conspired together to bring harm to Kenneka Jenkins go to prison. So the good news is I found out today that there is a planned protest for Kenneka Jenkins. This is organized by Lemon Record, and it will be on Friday, January 26th, in front of the Rosemont Police Station from 6:30 p.m. to 10 p.m. Be there if you can. I live in a different state. I won't be able to make it there, but if I was there, I would certainly be there. So this Friday, January 26th, in front of the Rosemont Police Station from 6:30 to 10 p.m. You all go out there. I am so happy that this activist, Lamont Record, did not let what Miss Martin did to the activists defeat him. I am so happy that he did not allow this evil to defeat him. Don't let it defeat you either. Go out there. Demand justice for Kenneka. Get for Kenneka exactly what her mother does not want her to have. And get your money back too. Don't let this be a lost cause. Don't end up being the loser. Miss Martin wants you all to just go away, disappear, be quiet, let her run her game plan, get her money, and go off and live in some mansion somewhere. On a private island, perhaps. Don't you all sit down and take it. Stand up. Stand up for what you know is right. Stand up for the truth. Stand up for justice. Don't let evil beat you. You are stronger than evil. Show it. Show up. Show out. Require justice. We have the evidence. We have the proof. We have it all. When they ask you, tell them. Thanks for watching and sign the petition.